Program in progress.
A nice forearm to the chest. The count is on. A whip into the rope. Oh, and he misses with the elbow. Gentleman Jimmy Jordan hanging on to the ropes. A very smart move, Tony, on his part.
That wasn't smart.
A kick to the back of the head. Another one. Landing those size 10 boots, Tony. Lenny St. Clair right now trying to get his...
did that, he had to then go those ropes. Otherwise, he never would have got away. Not elbow.
He landed with a good shot to the chest, but before that, a few slaps to the face, and there's no need for that kind of, attitude, Tony, on his part. He's being a little ignorant at the time, and I'm sure it's going to come back to haunt him. Lenny St. Clair, not one of these young men that'll take something like that sitting down.
There he goes again, arguing with the wrestling fans, with a nice lady, a ringside seat, watching wrestling. Why he's got to argue with him? If I was him, I'd be more worried about Lenny St. Clair than anybody else at this time I'm pouring this one.
Oh, I have to agree with you there, Tony. Another good forearm. I'll tell you one thing, this Jimmy Jordan, he sure lands those punches, Tony. I don't know if it was a closed hand or not. I'll give the benefit to the referee. He didn't say anything, but he's landing some good shots to Lenny St. Clair. No two bones about it. Oh, here it is, a chokehold. He's got the referee distracted. He's got a choke on him. The boost. 202 pounds, Tony, standing on your chest.
And plus, with the help of that rope.
That's it, a little extra leverage. Dave Goebel, your referee for our opening match here this week on the WFWA. We'll be circulating the top stars from the world of wrestling all over North America. Stay tuned, fans. Coming up shortly, we'll hand you some dates on when we will be heading through Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, Tony, the Maritimes, all throughout Canada.
Across Canada. WFWA, Pro Wrestling, we're trying to bring you the best in it.
And Lenny St. Clair gaining his composure back on gentleman Jimmy Jordan right now hanging off the bottom strand. A whip into the rope. Flying dropkick that lands in the chest, and Jimmy Jordan hanging on to the ring apron for dear life at this present time. Trying to gasp for air, taking a bit of a breather. A smart move on his part because that drop kick landed. Tony probably knocked the air right out of him.
Maybe some of those muscles that he has too.
That's it. A good shot to the chest. Jimmy Jordan trying to regain his marbles. Now he's walking away from ringside. He says he's had enough. Now he's talking to the fans again. Remember, he's only got a 10 count to get back in the ring here, fans. That is the rules here at the WFWA.
He's just wasting time right now. He knows he's in trouble. They really got to hurt from that drop kick. The power of those legs and his speed, it will cave in anybody's chest.
Now he came back with a shot of his own to the chest. Ooh, a good shot to the nose. Tony could have split him wide open.
That was a close fist. Completely close fist.
Shielded from the referee, can get away with almost anything. Jimmy Jordan's going to take one now, too. Lenny St. Clair back with a shot of his own. Small package, it looks like, Tony. Oh, good.
Well, just a rollover. It's similar to a small package, but in a different manner.
It's the rollover by Lenny St. Clair. You know these holds better than me, Tony. Performed a few of them yourself at one time.
I still remember a few.
You're not a dinosaur yet, Mr. Condello, actually. Some great wrestling action here, though, Tony. Two of these
I don't
young
know
men...
if he can be a dinosaur at 21.
At 21. You heard it here first, wrestling fans. Promoter Tony Condello saying his 22nd birthday's on the way. Right now, gentleman Jimmy Jordan going at it with Lenny St. Clair.
Lenny St. Clair right now. And I'll tell you, gentleman Jimmy Jordan, hang on to those ropes.
Oh, he grabbed a lot of hair there, Tony. A hip toss from the headlock. Trying to get him into the scissors. He's got him into the scissors. Lenny St. Clair on top of gentleman Jimmy Jordan with the head scissors right now. Referee Dave Goebel calling it a choke.
I don't think that was a choke.
It's a little hard to believe. I have to agree with you.
Oh, God.
A nice backdrop, Tony. Nice one.
I think those ribs of his just caved in.
He's trying to get him into the box. This is the hole I was talking about, Tony. He's asking for the bell. Tony, I've never seen a man get out of that hole. The Boston Crab, your winner right here, Lenny St. Clair.
Your winner from Diamond Springs, California, Lenny St. Clair.
We'll be back with more great wrestling action right after this. Coming up July 4th at Le Rendezvous, another television taping. The doors open at 6 o'clock. All the action getting underway at 6:30. The Mighty Midgets, the ladies, and the top stars of the WFWA will be there. Tickets only $5 available at the door. No less than 16 matches will be on hand. Hope to see you there.
We're back with all the wrestling action there is to show. This is a singles match featuring, in the corner to my left, Don Callis, ladies and gentlemen. And his opponent, the high-flying Steve Gillespie. Now down the ringside, Tony Condello and Joe Yellow.
All right, our referee for this match, Ricky Jones, high-flying Steve Gillespie, taking on Don Callis, the young man out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And Tony, he's wearing the fluorescent green trunks, the flamboyant one himself, Donnie Callis. Like I was mentioning.
So bright, it hurt my eyes.
Well,
Should have brought a pair of sunglasses.
maybe even borrow his. He brought some into the ring. However, the young man was trained by some of the greats from the Charlotte, North Carolina area. And right now he's taking on Steve Gillespie from Calgary, Alberta. In this match, one fall here with referee Ricky Jones, Tony Condello, with myself, Joe Aiello, here at ringside, witnessing all this great action. This Donnie Callis is going to be a big star, Tony. I've seen the man work out in the gym.
I will soften your ribs in a suplex like that.
Well, I don't want to cut short Steve Gillespie, a great amateur background from Calgary, Alberta. That's where he's making his home right now. Weighing in at 212 pounds. And actually, the last time I saw Steve wrestle, Tony, the hair was even a little shorter than it is now.
Maybe that's you gain a couple pounds because of that.
Oh, a knee to the back of the hamstrings. That's got to hurt. Oh, another one, a foot. He's working those legs very well. I guess he's trying to get the bigger man down early, Tony.
That's the only way to soften up a bigger guy than you are.
Donnie Callis right now at the receiving end. Steve Gillespie, a good-looking young man from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, against Don Callis, making his home out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, a nice hamstring pull there, Tony. That one's going to have to hurt in the morning, I'm telling you. Donnie Callis is going to be rubbing that A535.
I think he's going to have longer legs than he has now.
Once again, I can't help but tell you, fans, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Alberta, Calgary, Alberta, sorry, British Columbia, the Maritimes, the stars of the WFWA will be going through there in weeks to come. So stay tuned for those dates right here on this very program. We will keep you posted when those great live shows will be taking place. Tony, a great main event coming up later on in the program. Tag team action featuring the French Mad Dog, Buffalo Bill Cody, against the Boys in Black, Bart Steiger and Randy Rudd. And I'm telling you, at one time, those two men held the Continental Tag Team Champions of the world.
That should be a very exciting match. When you get the French Mad Dog and the Buffalo Bill Cody against these two guys, Bart Steiger and Randy Rudd. I don't know who to think they are. They come in the ring with leather jackets. Who do you think they are? Marlon Brando?
Well, Tony, I don't know, but I'm telling you, those two men are going to be some a tag team to contend with right here in the WFWA. Randy Rudd and Bart Steiger, remember those two names, because I tell you, when you see those two in the ring. You're talking about two of the best in professional wrestling. Capacity crowd on hand here tonight in Winnipeg for this exclusive card between, right now, actually this match between Don Callis of Charlotte, North Carolina, and Steve Gillespie out of Calgary, Alberta. Referee Ricky Jones on top of the action. Tony, he's ready to ring the bell. Callis
working now late, very strongly.
I don't know if Don Callis is going to be able to walk after this match, Tony.
Of course, you know, Steve Gillespie, as we mentioned before, background of amateur wrestlers. You know, that's why he gets his opponent those type of holds, and he puts a lot of punishment.
Steve Gillespie started wrestling, Tony, professionally at the age of 18, I believe it was. He started his amateur career when he was in high school, and before that, you know, I guess getting his ring technique, not actually his ring, but his mat technique, being an amateur, starting at about the age of 10. That's a fairly young age for a young man to start working in professional wrestling, amateur wrestling, however you want to put it. He's come a long way in a short time.
The only way to start is amateur first, load all your holds properly, and then if you get a chance, you go to the professional sport.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Donnie Callis, after that move, will be singing harmony for a couple of days. Steve Gillespie on top right now. Oh, the knee off of the leg. That one putting pressure back on the knee joint. It's not supposed to go back that far.
I advise all the viewers not to try this type of hold. And what you're seeing right now, you can break a leg, you can break an arm. Very dangerous sport.
That's right. We want to remind the children at home, Tony, that these are trained professionals, and these are pressure holds, and you don't want to try these holds at home, like you said. Right now, Steve Gillespie on the back. He's still working those legs, an experienced veteran. You can see why. He's been giving those legs a big workout, and he's handing Donnie Callis a wrestling lesson.
Lime green front is wearing.
That's what it looks like to me. They're shiny, however you want to. Lime green, fluorescent green.
Doesn't look like Steve Gillespie likes lime.
I guess not. Don Callis outside the ring apron right now, getting the count from referee Ricky Jones. And Steve Gillespie, the young man out of Calgary, Alberta, on top right now. And Donnie Callis asking for a bit of a breather, and I don't think Gillespie's going to give it to him. The count, only a 2 count, says referee Ricky Jones. Gillespie working him over. Tony, he's cutting him down piece by piece, I guess you could say. First the legs, now he's working the upper body, and that's the way you have to do it to size down your opponent.
He sure is punishing him slowly, hold by hold, as you can see the way he's moving around. There goes my leg again. He knows at this point in time that he's got him.
All right, Steve Gillespie and Donnie Callis, and Callis at the mercy right now of Steve Gillespie, who's wrapping that leg around his own, putting pressure on the knee ligaments, the hamstring, the ankle, if you will. Some great wrestling action here for you, the stars of the WFWA. Donnie Callis with the whip of his own, the flip. All right, he's got him. Steve Gillespie.
Here's your winner from the great province of Alberta, Steve Gillespie.
All right, Steve Gillespie, your winner right here over Donnie Callis. The stars.
Done, set, flip. That was a very fast move on Gillespie.
All right, Tony, we'll be back with more great wrestling action in just a moment. Stay tuned for tonight's main event featuring the French Mad Dog, Buffalo Bill Cody, on one side of the ring. Their opponents, Bart Steiger and Randy Rudd. That's coming up and more when we return in just a moment. Coming up July 4th at Le Rendezvous, another television taping. The doors open at 6 o'clock. All the action getting underway at 6:30. The Mighty Midgets, the ladies, and the top stars of the WFWA will be there. Tickets only $5 available at the door. No less than 16 matches will be on hand. Hope to see you there.
We're back with tonight's main event. Hey, wait a second. I said I won the match with the Warrior last week, did I not? What
heard from Diamond Timothy Flowers. He wants the Warrior. Right now he's got Brian Jewell. We'll get to those comments and more. Let's go back up to the ring for the introductions.
Singles action here tonight, featuring from WFWA at 230 pounds, one Canada's finest, Brian Jewell. And his opponent tonight from Fire Island, New York State, at 258 pounds, Diamond Timothy Flowers. Now back to you, Joe. Wait a second. I still want to know from Mr. Candello, when do I get a match with the Warrior?
Well, Tony, you're listening to Diamond Timothy Flowers. Well, always a well-spoken individual, Tony, and I know what you're thinking right now. In due time, that match will be signed for the great fans across Canada between the Warrior and Diamond Timothy Flowers. That match will be signed. I can guarantee it for the wrestling fans, Tony.
He's screaming that he wants to wrestle the Warrior. I haven't seen Timothy Flowers sign the contract yet. That's a cheap shot. Words are cheap.
I have to agree with you there, Tony. If he wants the match, I'm sure you're willing to sign it. We'll have to see what the Warrior has to say about that.
I'm not worried about the Warrior. I know that the Warrior, he will sign just with a snap of the finger. The only person I'm worried about, how he will be checking out, is Timothy Flowers.
All right, as far as I'm concerned, Diamond Timothy Flowers should keep his mouth shut and his eyes open on his opponent tonight.
I heard that, you stick bag. I heard that. Once you shut him up, you give me the match, then I'll check my mouth. That was you were made of.
All right, the man that never seems to quit, Diamond Timothy Flowers, and his opponent, Brian Jewell. And I'm telling you, Diamond Timothy Flowers is going to have his hands full tonight with Brian Jewell. He should worry about the Warrior when that match is signed. Not right now. Let's get to matters at hand, Tony. As you can see, Diamond Timothy Flowers, a man that's never short on words, Tony.
He's in his right mind. He's screaming about the Warrior. Maybe he doesn't like him. But like I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, I did ask Timothy Flowers to sign the contract against the Warrior. He hasn't signed it yet.
Well, we'll have to see and what progresses in that matter. Right now, Jewell and Flowers going at it. Flying body press, only a 1 count. Oh, and he kicks out of that one. Flying arm drag, if you will. Diamond Timothy Flowers not saying very much now, is he, Tony?
I told you. Words are cheap.
Brian Jewell working the arm right now of Diamond Timothy Flowers. And Tony,
from an arm drag, you see Timothy Flowers fly. Just imagine if the Warrior gets a hold of him and what he's going to do to him.
well, Flowers weighs in at 258 pounds, makes his home in Fire Island, New York. And I'm telling you, he's no pushover, Tony. At 258 pounds, he's been all over the world, wrestling for about 10, 11 years now. And you can see why he's one of the top draws in wrestling today. Diamond Timothy Flowers.
I'm not saying he's a pushover. But when he'll meet, if he will meet the Warrior, 202 pounds, I'm going to wonder who's going to be the pushover.
Well, right now he's got his hands full with Brian Jewell from Shediac, New Brunswick. Jewell, like I mentioned a few weeks back, putting on a little bit of weight. It looks good on him. He's beefed up for the world of wrestling, and it suits him just fine. He's shown himself very well here against the more experienced Diamond Timothy Flowers.
He's already on Jewell's mercy.
Lands an elbow on the arm of Diamond Timothy Flowers. A chop under the arm, one over, and a twist for good measure. Jewell still in control, working over the left arm of Diamond Timothy Flowers right here on the WFWA. Joe Aiello with Tony Candello at ringside, witnessing some of the greatest talent in the world of professional wrestling. And Tony, Diamond Timothy Flowers held many belts in Vancouver. Of course, he was a tag team champion as well as the heavyweight champion of the world. On many occasions, he's wrestled all over the Mid-South, throughout Portland, Oregon, Washington State, California. He's been to Japan, as you can see by the kimonos he wears into the ring. And right now, he's here in Winnipeg, taking on Brian Jewell, who comes back with a shot to the forehead and a nice arm drag. He's right back to the arm, Tony.
He found a weak spot in Timothy Flower, which is his arm, and sure enough, he's smart enough to work in it.
Flowers buying some time outside the ring, trying to get the feeling back in that left arm of his. Brian Jewell doing a great job. And to tell you the truth, I'm surprised that Flowers hasn't gone after the left knee of Brian Jewell. As you can see, the big knee brace he's wearing on it, Tony, with the knee pad. He's had some surgery done to that knee. And Flowers right now more worried about the pain shooting through his arm than he is with what's going on in the ring.
Like you were saying, Timothy Flower is buying some time. He knows he's in trouble. Brian Jewell is all over him right now. If I was Brian, I'd watch him.
No, I'm telling you, Tony, I'm gaining more respect for this Brian Jewell the more I get to see him in the ring. And I'm telling you, that weight he's added on is looking good on him. He's looking pretty good. Actually, not right at the present time against Timothy Flowers. But here it comes, Tony. The flip. Oh, no, only a 1 count.
I was mentioning before, Brian Jewell should have watched him.
And, Tony, that's what I was talking about earlier, that knee. He's going to work right now on the left knee of Brian Jewell. And I'm telling you, when you're talking about Diamond Timothy Flowers, and here comes the knee pad.
Disqualified.
He's going to work on that knee of Diamond Timothy, or of Brian Jewell. Flowers, one of the most sadistic wrestlers in the game today, I don't mind telling you. The man smiles more and more with the pain he hands out. And take a look, he's trying to break the leg right off of Brian Jewell. The knee is not even supposed to bend that way at all, and he's applying more and more pressure.
He knows that Brian Jewell's got a sore knee from an old injury. He's taking advantage of it.
Oh, Tony, I'm trying. Oh, back to work on that knee.
That he is.
This match could be over in moments. That's hard to say. He's trying to take the brace right off the knee of Brian Jewell. Diamond Timothy Flowers going to work on the young man from Shediac, New Brunswick. This is sick and disgusting, Tony. There's no room for this in professional wrestling. Take a look at the knee. Oh, Tony, he's trying, and he's spitting, Tony. I can't believe it. One of the most disgusting acts I've ever seen in professional wrestling today. Brian Jewell, I can't believe he's taking on this much pressure. Oh, Tony, is he going to apply the figure 4 leg lock?
That's exactly what he did.
This could be it, Tony. I haven't seen too many get out of this hole. Ring the bell. He's asking for the bell. That's it. Diamond Timothy Flowers.
Come on, break that hole. What he's trying to do, break both of his legs.
He's in the referee.
If I was a ref,
we're going to need some extra help.
Let's get some help in here.
He's got him in the figure 4. That's
Here
it.
comes the Warrior.
Oh, and out goes Flowers. In comes the Warrior.
The Warrior's challenging Timothy Flower right in the ring right now. He noticed what was happening.
All right.
He's trying to break Jewell's both legs.
All right, Brian Jewell still suffering in the middle of the ring. The Warrior trying to get the crowd behind him. He wants Timothy Flowers in the ring. Timothy Flowers standing behind us at the present time.
Hey, you freaking lousy, low-life scumbag! You had no right! That's a legal wrestling maneuver! I have on that corner! You had no right to come in there! And I'll deal with you! But I'll tell you what, until I get my money, I don't do nothing for nothing, you understand? Nothing for free! Nothing for free! You go down now!
All right, wrestling.
Hey, you just shut up. Let me tell you something. Until that stinking little puke weasel promoter puts the money in my head and has the Warriors' money name on the
that in life, there won't be no match. That was a legal wrestling move I had on that Punk duel. I can't help it. It's easy, Sebastian. That ain't my fault. He signed the match to get in there. I just put him out for good. What do you think of that, Warrior? You're next. Swan, the Warrior, and Jewel. 3 side by side in the grave. Tombstones. You know what it's gonna read? S-C-U-M. Scum. Because that's what you are. Oh, you're all scum. All right, Diamond Timothy Flowers telling you what he thinks of the great Indian star, the Warrior. He's asking for a match from promoter Tony Condello. Stay tuned, wrestling fans. In weeks to come, that match could be signed right here on the WFWA. We'll be back with today's main event in just a moment.